Hello! Happy Thursday! Oh, hi, bright green orc PNG tuber. What's with that face? Wipe that look off of your face. What are you doing? Are you at work right now? Or are you just chilling? Right? Okay, hold up. Let me get my... How's the music and my sound? Is it working okay? Am I, like, much louder enough? Pretend that was real, by the way. Screen here. Put this over here. Let me set up my thingamabobber over here. OPMG. Hello, Sarah VTuber. How are you? You sound freaking amazing. I love you. Can you be my friend? Oh my god. Ooh, I don't like pushy people in my chat. Mods, ban this person. One Punch Man gang, why? But anyways, how are you guys doing? Cake. Oh, hi, Rude. How are you? Happy Thursday evening. Wait, it is Thursday. Yes, it's Thursday evening. I feel like my brain just doesn't work well enough every time I come from the... I think your brain would be sharp after coming from the gym, but I think I'm just so godly unhealthy that I never know. I'm not oriented to time, place, and person, I guess. Sarah says, well, rip guys, worth a shot. Oh, silly Sarah. Tricks are for kids. Anyway, so, I'm gonna be honest. I thought to myself, what game am I playing? And, yeah, no, I had such a god-awful day today. I was really stressed with finances, thinking about, like, holy crap, this has not happened to me before. I'm not gonna get too into the details, but, I just lost a bunch of cash, spending on pets, I suppose, and, oxygen, because that's not free anymore. And then yesterday I was also, like, big stress because, like, my mom and my brother visited me, and I love them, but it's one of those family things where it's like, I love you, but, like, far away. Like, please go far away, please. Like, you know, like, I criticize myself enough on a daily basis. I don't need, like, your very typical Asian criticism. My Asian family. Sarah says, oh my god, I feel I spent $100 for my kids. Aww. Yeah, that's another thing. I feel here's the thing. So I own a lot of cats, right? My mom is well aware that I had some male cats in the house, only because I was gonna give one away. And that's whatever. Like, but she didn't know that I had, like, 2 other female cats in the house, and yesterday I finally came out with it, and I introduced Chandler Bing to her. I kind of ripped the band-aid off and said, Mom, here's the other cat that's been living in my house this whole time, you know? Yeah, I figured, also, R.I.P. Matthew Perry, by the way. Chandler Bing from Friends, you guys. 90s kids only know that. I was very sad when I heard about his death, a couple days before Halloween. But yeah, one of my cats is named after his, the popular Chandler Bing. But anyways, moving on. Loot says, are you feeling better today? I feel a little bit better. Like, just a little bit better, you know? And it's one of those things because, you know, I'm getting endorphins while I'm on, like, the elliptical. But then it's, like, I'm gonna be honest, it's, like, it's very up and down with, like, hey, Mimic. It's very, like, up and down with, like, my mood. It's like, you know how, like, when you're, like, really sad today, and then you're like, man, I'm really sad. But this mac and cheese is good. Man, I am really stressed. But my VTuber model looking cute. You know, like that. I'm, like, up and down. So it's like, you know, I try to find little bits of things around me to celebrate. You know, I guess that's my way of, like, avoiding burnout, is just celebrating the things that kind of make me happy every now and then. But yeah, so, like, I'm getting there. I guess at the end of the day, that's why I opted for a just chatting stream, because I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna be so burned out from, like, I might as well, you know, and I have my telonym, you know, and for those of you guys in the server who did ask me questions through my telonym, anonymously. I just want to say thank you for that. And if any of you guys still want to ask me questions, feel free to, you know, dip in my server and, you know, or if you're not in my server, if you look up tellonyms, so tellonym, and then AtlasCake, like you'll find my tag right there. You'll see my face. There's only one of me. Hopefully there's only one of me, and you guys can ask me questions anonymously. And that's kind of what I kind of wanted to do today. I kind of wanted to like finally look at like some of those anonymous questions because I figured why not. Oh, hello Vic, how are you? I like your greeting. Hello. Happy evening. Happy Thursday evening. What did you guys do today? Hi Cream, hi Sleepy Hazard. So many clocks, yeah. I was having so much existential dread earlier today, so why not I just think about how time is constantly on itself. Yeah, very deep, right? You can tell I worked a really long time to come up with that. But anyways, how are you, Sleepy? Thanks for coming. Oh, I hear music. Oh, Morgan hosted the channel with 6 viewers. Thank you, Morgan. I swear to God, Morgan, like you always got my back. Like look at you. Welcome, Raiders, indeed. For any newbies, my name is Cake. AtlasCake, but you can just call me Cake. How was your stream, Morgan? How was that? Morgan Troy Adams. No, Oric, don't call him that. Don't do that. Oh my god, I hate that it's like in my head. What it do, Kate? I'm doing alright. I was just telling chat how I'm like, had a moody last 2 days, but I'm like hanging in there and counting my blessings, you know? But yeah, I hope you're feeling better, by the way, from that one, what was it, a little COVID booster that you got? Yeah, it's interesting. This year of COVID boosters has been making people feel really bleh, you know? Like, what's the deal with that? Kinda sus, don't you think? I'm not gonna sit to talk too much about it, because I understand whether or not you get the COVID vaccine or booster or not turns into... I'm not in the mood for that right now. I swear I can hold my own in one. Why do I not want to do that? But, yeah. So, I just wanted to wait a couple minutes, settle in. I am almost done with my mac and cheese in front of me. Ooh, before I get started. But yeah, I was gonna do a Q&A stream, you know, and feel free to ask questions, you know, in chat as well. But I was just gonna, like, read off of, like, my little telonym account that I set up, you know. Morgan says, stream went decent, was just chilling and playing Fortnite. Yeah, still a tiny bit rough, but I'm just chugging ginger ale and pizza to get better. Ooh, I would love ginger ale. It's been so long since I had, like, okay, I'll be honest, I caved with soda. So. But, like, I wasn't always a soda okay, I was a soda person when I was a kid, and then I thought to myself, yo, Cake, yo chubby ass needs to drink more water. And so I drank water for a good straight, you know, 20-something years, and now I'm back to missing soda. So I really off that bad habit. Sleepy Hazard says Flintstone vitamins over COVID booster. Okay, I used to be one of those people that would hide my Flintstone vitamins. Like, I didn't like the chewable ones as a... Oh, speaking of which, I also had Rugrats chewy vitamins, and my mom thought, oh, if I give her an Angelica one, maybe she'll like it. But no, the Angelica one was the worst flavor. I hate grape flavor vitamins. Anyways, Mr. Frosty says, dude, I totally just finished eating mac and cheese. What? No way! Mr. Frosty, how are you this fine, lovely evening? Oh, what is this? Oh, wow, gifted. That's so sweet. I didn't even know you can gift, like, 10 subs like that. That's so cool. Morgan, thank you so much. What the heck? That's amazing. Oh, hello there. Oh, oops. Lala, did I say that? Lala, hello there. My name's Cake, in case you haven't heard. Morgan says I work at a place with a lot of ginger ale, even though they're out of stock at the moment. Oh, true. And you work at Dollar Tree, so everything's cheap. When I worked at Target, some things were cheap, not everything was cheap. Merry Christmas, says Morgan. That's so fun. I've been planning that for weeks, but it's November. So much, Morgan. That means so much to me. Oh my god. But yeah, if you guys weren't there, I do finally have subs open. I reached Cake Affiliate. Kinda took me a while. I had a dry spell at one point. You know, I wasn't growing at all. And then, pop goes the weasel. Not a phrase meant for this situation, but let's pretend it was. Subscribe. That's so sweet. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Aw. Sleepy says Morgan is working for Big Christmas, stepping on Thanksgiving turf. Oh my god. Are you guys excited for Thanksgiving, by the way? Like, oh my god. I really want to, like, eat healthy, but, like, damn, all the Filipino food my mom's gonna order for Thanksgiving. Oh man, and the crap. Okay. I like how I'm just making weird noises and not even talking about the food that I'm talking about. It's because, okay, my dumbass forgot what the foods were called. God damn it. Okay, well, there's no point in that talk. Cream says, Christmas in November, she is defrosting. Oh my god, yeah. Are you guys ready for that really dangerous SCP, Mariah Carey? Oh my god, she's coming out. Watch out. Hide your children. But, Mr. Frosty says, I'm super excited for Thanksgiving. I should consume far more than a mortal man ought to. That's cute. Are you guys like, what's going on? Family Thanksgiving? You traveling for Thanksgiving? Friendsgiving? Have you guys ever done a Friendsgiving? No? It's like a friends gathering where everybody does like a potluck thing. I think I've done that a couple times in college, like a dorm kind of party, like, before like Thanksgiving break, but I never did it like again post college, and that makes me so sad, because I just don't have like a lot of friends in the area to do that. But man, I would love that. And I have like the perfect home to like host Friendsgiving as well. But the thing is, like, I don't think my guests want to eat Thanksgiving food while smelling cat poop, And trust me, I try my best to get rid of the cat poop smell. But as a new cat owner, like, gee, it's kind of difficult. And I have a lot of cats in house and families. Work says, I hope I get out of my retail job in time before she's out. Oh my god, you're right. Holy crap, you have to work a Black Friday also. Black Friday for retail? Oh my god, be careful, you guys. Anybody working retail, like, be careful. Especially for stores like Walmart, Target. Yep, fam for me, nice. You simply can't remember? Cream says never done one for friends. You know what, Cream? One of these days. Cream doesn't live too far from me. Like, she kind of does, but like ride stuff is always an issue. But you know what, girl, I got you. One of these days, I'm gonna organize a ride for you one of these days. Cause one of my best friends lives. Oh wait a minute, he doesn't live that close to anymore. God damn it, he moved. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop there because I don't want to dox anybody's location. Morgan says, I'm heading to the town dinner for Thanksgiving since nowhere else is going to be open. I wouldn't even mind working Thanksgiving again this year either since I worked last year and the store closed early. Oh, lucky you. Yeah, that makes sense because it's Dollar Tree. Good thing you don't work at places like Target. Oh my god. You know what's funny? Okay, so I was trained to work at the register and at the store. At the, what do you call it? Hardlines? Hardlines is like the retail term for like when you're like stocking crap on the floor. And so I'm trained in both of that. I'm perfectly fine working hardlines because, during times I can like stock stuff and like hide away from customers, Don't get me wrong. I do like helping customers out when like they want somewhere, like they want to like, hey, but if I'm like on a tight like spot, like in terms of like I have to like stock something quick before my manager's like, Cake, where, blah 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 blah, like you should have been done, you should have been on your third U-boat by now. U-boat is the cart thing that holds all the damn boxes, by the way. And so, in times where I'm in a time crunch, I really have to like hide away from customers, and oh my god, like that's difficult, but I would rather take that over cashier work. I cannot do cashier work. I am so tired of people, doing the $100 bill scam thing. If you don't know what that is, look it up. I'm tired of people being like, oh, this coupon is expired, but can I still use it? And like, oh my god, I feel for you, ma'am, but man, I really don't want to do that. And also, anytime, like, I accidentally press the wrong button on the cashier, I, like, freak the flip out, and I'm like, oh god, I'm one of those people. I don't like to make people... Morgan says, Dollar Tree and Black Friday is, man, nothing eventful, minus it maybe busy. Oh, the one thing I did appreciate about Target Thanksgiving is that whatchamacallit, they do feed their workers. I will say that during the break room, like most of the time they'll have like Jersey Mike sandwiches or Chipotle kind of thing, you know, or Qdoba or whatever. Like, but only sometimes. Like there was one year where management sucked, and then like we had like candies as the candies that didn't sell for Halloween, and you know that Thanksgiving I remember being really damn annoying. Brian says people egged me on to work at Target at one point during my 6 months unemployed. I mean, Target's not bad. Like I know I talk about Target having stressful moments, but it wasn't terrible either. It was. I would say working in the evening is a lot better at working in the morning. Working in the morning, there's certain supervisors that need to get crap done, but in the evening, the supervisors like are a lot more lax. Or like, yo, where Cake at? Well, as long as she's doing work, you know, it's like they don't check on you as much. But again, I'm only speaking for my part. Lude says U-boats took so long. Oh my God, Lude, do you also have retail experience? Yeah, like I'm curious, where did you work? Unless it's like, unless saying where you worked is like kind of like a small regional area and you don't want to like dox yourself, I completely understand. But like, oh my God, God, yeah, no, it would piss me off. Like I have this one demeaning supervisor. She's such a bitch. Like, she would literally count every box and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 21, 22. Okay, Cake, you have 20 minutes to do this one U-boat and then on to the next. And I'm like, wow, and you have 20 minutes to F out of my face. No, I'm kidding. Say that. And to be honest, 20 minutes is really long. Like, you have a second to get out of my face. Mr. Frosty says that voice was hilarious. Morgan says we have the managers check the bills. I don't let anything slip. That's good, that's good. I mean, like, it's not a difficult task, but it's one of those things where it's like, you know, I just like the nerve of people asking more out of me, you know, more than like me scanning stuff, and, you know, like it just makes me so annoyed. Like, oh, can I have a change of this? I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. Morgan says I only get half a U-boat done since I'm constantly cashiering. Oh, here's another thing about cashiering. You don't your break is scheduled like right when you clock in, as opposed to when you work on hard lines, like stocking the floor. Like you decide when you want to take your, and you just, you know, go on the walkie and say, hey, I'm gonna take my 15. Half hour, my meal, you know. And I'll be honest, like when I was working at Target for a couple of years, I actually stopped using the walkie-talkie because that's how much I hate. So like my supervisors all just like be like, hey, yo, dip, like I'm just gonna dip. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna go on my break now. Like I'll be honest, I'm not the most moral person in the world, okay? So don't expect anything from me. But like when I was like really at Target, like for example, I will time my, like I'm one of those people who adds an extra 5 to 10 minutes on my break. I swear I don't do that as a nurse, because you actually can't. If anything, as a nurse, they say that you can have a 15, but the truth is you don't actually get a break. That one's a hoax. So you know what? I mean, whatever. If that's what I deserve for being a nurse, or for all the cheat times that I cheated my breaks at Target, whatever. That's the world we live in, I guess. Dude said yes, one of my skits was gonna describe my year working at a supermarket retail. Oh, is that one of the little like blooper skit things on your YouTube channel? Well, it had like a supermarket in the back, because I was like, that's I really like that. That's a cute, colorful world you had. But that's, ooh, I can't wait to see that. Oh my God, I would. Oh my God, maybe one of these days, maybe we should do like a collab on like a skit sometime. For like, you know, retail and stuff. Oh, I'm on point? Bad. Sleepy says, what's a U-boat? Yeah, so a U-boat is, have you ever went to Target and you just see like those red, it's not a shopping cart, but it is kind of cart. It's like it's either a 2-tier cart or a 3-tier cart, and it's basically red shelves on wheels, and it holds just a bunch of boxes. And then, you know, you'll see like workers like open their box with like a knife and just like stock things, you know? Let me say, I think one of the worst places to ever work in retail is if you're doing the stationery section. people are savage when it comes to the notebooks, the papers. They're just awful, god awful people, you know. And the worst part is when you go into a Target, the stationery section is usually one of the first things that people see. Usually, and so if that place is messy, you bet your sweet Bippy that your supervisor will be on your butt about that. Dream says one of my coworkers is like that. She was snappy to me, and another, especially with paperwork. See, yeah, oh my god, I cringe every time I hear people disrespecting you, Cream, at your work, because it's like, oh my god. Can I just say, like, when you had so many like part-time job experiences, like you really grow like a pair. Grow more of a backbone, and like when I'm like disrespected like that by like other coworkers, especially when they're not even like a supervisor, like, oh my god, like, yes, I will throw hands and people like say some crap. Okay, yeah, anyways. Morgan says it's pretty much a card shaped like a U. My U-boat wasn't shaped like a U, but like the handle was a U, like the U shape thing, so maybe that's why it's called a U. All those different kinds. I can only speak for the ones at Target. You know, it's interesting because, like, when I'm shopping at Target all my life, I never really paid attention to, like, U-boats or what carts people had. However, like, once I started working, I'm like, I feel like I see them all the damn time. You know, like, I actually take note of it. So, you know, if, like, you guys probably have seen it, but, like, it just, like, slips your mind because you're just thinking about what groceries you want to get. Oh yeah, you think you've seen those before? Okie dokie. With that being said, oh my god, my computer screen is kind of blinding me. Screen, not screen. Anyway, so I'm gonna continue my just chatting stream with some Q&A telonym stuff. So if some of you guys, you know, ask me a question, but like, you know, you guys aren't here, there's always the VOD. Who am I speaking to this content? Anyways, Morgan says I'm praying soon our store manager comes back in the next few weeks because she's been off since August for a new kid and nuts. Oh, congrats to her though. Bad. But yeah, so that happened to me too at Target. Our best manager got pregnant and she was on leave for a while, and I'm like, oh, I really like her. Sarah says, oh my god, I asked you a question. Can you guess which one I said? Okay, I'm looking at it right now. I'll be honest, like, what a challenge you gave me. This is the first time I'm looking at these questions, by the way, so I don't know if I should go from, like, oldest to newest, but I can't tell, actually. Oh my god, is my thing frozen? Oh my god, my VTuber froze for a second. I was about to fall off the screen. Okay, you know what? Let me start from the top. When people are jealous, do you think it's cute or not? Wow, that's actually a really good question. Everybody says jealousy's a B, like jealousy's not cute, but can I be honest, there's like a very few times where jealousy is like a little bit cute. And you find that jealousy, sadly, and this is very sad, but like when you watch media, like jealousy only been cute if like you know the two people like each other. There's just some miscommunication that's like preventing them from like getting together, and also the nerves and the field and stuff, you know? That's like the only time you say, oh my god, that guy totally is like feeling insecure that the girl's gonna go out with that other guy even though she totally wants him. Like, how cute. Like, that's how I see it. Like it's just a little cute. But in terms of when it's not cute, I did have a toxic ex-boyfriend. Or it was one of my college boyfriends. Oh my god, I want to smack him in the face. But not really. Maybe a little bit. That one was a little bit annoying. So that was a point in my life where I was giving confident Babbage charms, I guess. Like I wasn't really a jealous person in that relationship. I was jealous in my very first relationship as a high schooler, but let's forget that cake ever existed. F that cake. But when I was in college, I wasn't really jealous, you know? I was a very practical, rational person, and I also loved myself. Not that I don't love myself at all right now, it's just that, like, you'll find that as you on in life. Like, loving yourself sometimes it takes practice. It's up and down. But at least back in my 2015 start, I was telling you, 2014, I really, really loved myself, right? And I'm not in a disgusting, egotistical way, like, I'm the best bitch ever, like, all the boys want me, like, no, not like that. It's just like, all, if somebody, like, I'm not gonna get into it, but the point is, I was confident, I loved myself to the point where I prioritized, my feelings, as you should, right? And, this one guy, this one boyfriend would always be like a little bit paranoid if I'm like talking to some other guy. Like, what I liked about his jealousy was that he was honest about it. He'll be like, "Ooh, Birdo, that friend that I do like, but I also don't like of yours, but I do like." But I also don't, because he's sus. It's like that. That one was fine. Like, that jealousy is a little bit cute. And to be honest, he has a little bit of a right to be jealous, because, like, that Roberto guy did have a crush. It rejected him right before, like, me and the other guy was dating. And, he was also really close friends. So, like, in that sense, that one made sense, right? But then there were times where he was jealous where he would, like, I guess he wasn't jealous, but like he was annoyed if I wasn't jealous. Like, let's put it that way. This is the toxic part. Like, if he was like hanging out with other girls, and he would hang out with a lot of girls. He would be like, "Oh, I was hanging out with like so and so. Like, you jealous?" And I'm like, I'll be like, "That's so funny." No, like that's just how I am, and that's my humor. And like, I think he was fine the first couple times I reacted that way, but then so forth in the relationship, it would actually bother him that I wasn't jealous. And in that sense, that's when the concept of jealousy is just not a cute subject, It's funny because, like, hold on, let me read that message. Morgan says, about all my exes were either crazy or toxic to a point where it drove me insane. After the last one I was in that ended after a year, I just been enjoying life myself unless a goth chick falls from the sky. Oh, well, here's hoping that goth chick falls from the sky, Morgan. Acrylic, I'm no longer dead. What have I missed? Oops, I almost... happy Thursday evening, by the way. I hope you're doing okay. I figured, now's a good time for like a very chill, just chatting stream, and so I opened up my telonym. And if some of you guys did miss it, I think the telonym is still active. So if you go on my server and you click announcements, where I had like the little privated YouTube short, and there's a telonym link down there. So telonym is a website where you can ask me anything. You can ask me any question. You can send it anonymously or not. You don't need to create an account, and I promise the website's trustworthy. I had this one for years on like a different profile, and yeah. So right now I'm just going over some of the things that people asked me. I didn't type out the answers, because like you can type out the answers if you want to, but me, I just wanted to have it for a stream. So yeah, so telonym as in tel, and then O, and then NYM. So that's what it's called. So, and I'm gonna have that link active all the time. So even if my question is, even if I don't like get to your question in this stream, you bet your sweet Bippy I'll get to your question in another stream. And you can ask me anything related to it. Telonym, that's the weirdest way to spell it. Is it? I don't know. I can't, I guess. I didn't think too hard about that. But, yeah, like, in terms of questions, as long as it's, like, questions that's not disrespectful, like, that's okay. But I am fine with personal questions. In fact, the more personal, the deeper. I honestly, I think that's, pretty... Acrylic says I can't find out what it's supposed to mean. I think way too hard about it. I mean, that's just what it's called. When I was in my Fire Emblem roleplay days on Instagram, that's when I first heard about it. There was a lot of people who was like, I guess they were doing it for play, like, oh my god, I'm a Rob from Fire Emblem. Ask me questions, Oh, Mimic here posted the link. Thanks so much, Mimic. Okay, the next question. Also, if I mean, there are some questions that, like, if I don't have an answer and I skip it, like, you know, it doesn't mean I'm gonna not ignoring it. It's just sometimes it like takes me a while. I'm like, I have to think. Somebody says, "Is it okay to write you a DM?" Yeah, it's okay to write me a DM. I don't mind that. It's but something I will say is that I do apologize if there are times where I don't respond right away. And I do have a think if somebody like spam messages me a bit too much, I do get a little bit overwhelmed. And that's not personal. It has nothing to do with a specific person. It's more or less so has everything to do with like there's just a lot of DMs that I keep like putting off. I'm the kind of person that likes to give people like a full good answer, you know? So it's like if I'm not like in the mental capacity to be like, you know, to like reply, like, you know, I'm not gonna force myself. But I like to give people like a meaningful response. Do you want to adopt kids one day? Oh my god. Okay, this is kind of a good question. Acrylic says, you'll see it, and if the answer isn't good enough and you get distracted, you'll forget. Huh? Okay, I mix. For a second I thought all of these messages were from Acrylic, but my eyes got like cross-eyed for a bit. Hi Axel. Hello. Mean and waiting in my 100 DMs to be replied by you. Wait a minute. What? Are you sure? Hold on. Scored right now. Wait, what? No. I think I replied. Oh wait, maybe. Message on. Okay. Yeah. Whether you're joking or not, I wanted to. I don't want to leave you hanging either. So Acrylic says, I mean, like, if you see a DM and you try to think of a good response and can't, then if you get distracted, you'll forget to respond, right? Oh, okay, that's what you meant. I mean, that's like one out of the many cases. Well, that would be like the reason why I don't reply right away. Like other times, it's like, I'm gonna see this person in like, you know, next time in voice call, I might as well just like answer their DM there, you know? There are some like questions where I genuinely like to like verbally say it, you know, as opposed to like in Axel says I am joking. I don't know what is happening. I just heard DM. Oh, okay. Because like what? Okay, so for context, Axel, since you just got here, so I'm finally answering the telonym questions that people asked in like the Q&A. So I figured, you know what? Why not take a jab at them? And just to let you guys know that the link is just gonna be consistently active. And so, anyways, the one question was just, do you want to adopt kids one day? And here's the thing, I really do. From when I was really young, like I knew I really wanted kids. I like to believe I have, you know, like. I have like a pretty nice understanding. I want to try to say it as humbly as I can. That's why I'm like stuttering right now. But I like to think that like I would be a good mom. You know, I like to think that like I understand like motherly instinct. You know, not even just motherly, but like parental instinct. You know, and I grew up in a family of three kids, as in like, you know, I'm the youngest, and so I'm used to like a quote unquote big family. You know. So like, and because I'm the youngest and I'm used to that, like, you know, environment, like I always thought to myself, you know, if I ever could have kids, I would like 3. Now to answer the adoption question, there's just so many like beautiful stories of like, you know, sad stories of, you know, kids being put up for adoption, and like I'd want to be like the kind of like mother or like be a part of the kind of family that like, you know, accepts somebody, you know, with arms, you know what I mean? Like 3, dear Lord. I mean, again, I got used to it, and even my mom when she was younger, she also wanted to stop at 2, but like because she just wanted the, you know, the typical like one boy, one girl kind of thing, and then like she ended up having 2 boys, and she's like, you know what, fuck it, let's try for like 1 more, and let's see if it's a girl. And surprise, I'm a girl. Woo, you know. Except my mom always says, "Man, I wish I had a daughter, but instead I have a very boyish daughter." She's the kind of mom who like really wants she really loved to dress me up when I was a kid. Unfortunately, I wasn't like as girly as she wanted. Well, I'm glad you're here. Oh, thank you. How many sons, daughters? Oh, that's a good question. I actually don't know. You a grill? No way. Yeah, I'm a functioning grill. That I actually didn't think about that. In my head, I kind of wanted like 2 boys and a girl because like I don't know. I've seen my mom raise 2 boys and a girl. My parents raised 2 boys and a girl. But at the same time, I also understand what my mom says when she loves like dressing me up in cute little outfits, and so I'm like, oh, little Princess Minnie, you know? Ooh. Oh, okay, sorry. I'm like really thinking about. I feel like I guess I don't have like a really strong preference, to be honest. But yeah, either 2 daughters and a son, or 2 sons and a daughter. Maybe 2 daughters. That's a really good question. That's a very good question. Again, maybe it's one of those answers that will change over time. Okay, next question. Not a question, but your personality is cute. Aw, whoever wrote this, thank you so much. Unless you're not here and you're watching the VOD, thank you anyways. Okay, do I believe in ghosts? I think this was asked when it was around like spooky month. Axel says I want 2 aliens and oh my god, I'm so stupid. I thought Axel said I want 2 aliens and 1 stillborn. But no, it says Dragonborn. Okay, I don't know why I read it that way. Oh my god. Morgan says I dated a ghost hunter. Oh my god. I take it you ghost. Okay, here's the thing. I don't know what I believe in. I want to say at first I want to say no. Poor Axel. I'm not even trying to tease you, Axel. Sometimes it's just like something just comes out naturally. But what do you guys? I'm curious. Do you guys believe in ghosts? Do you guys believe in spirits? I don't. I'm a very I don't believe it until I see it kind of person. So like, I guess growing up, I want to say no. But then I also met some friends who claim that they came from a family of clairvoyants and that they see things, hear things, you know, etc., etc. And it's one of those things where it's like when I come across those kind of people, like often enough, like how awfully rude would it be for me to be like, bullshit, I don't believe you. Like, you can only tell that to somebody and their experiences so much to the point where you're actually kind of trivializing them. So it kind of comes to a point where it's like, I guess I believe in spirits, like believe in bad juju, you know? Yeah, like kind of like what Morgan says, like 50-50 unbelieving ghosts. Axel says if I believe in ghosts, it gotta be them anime hot ghosts. Oh my god, no! Because when it comes to anime, like, you know, they have like that. There's always like some sort of like message or vendetta. You know what I'm very happy about? I'm happy that I didn't grow up in one of those families where. Okay, here's the thing. I have a friend, and his mom was a clairvoyant, and she had very strong reading abilities. To the point where she would have a dream where like she would wake up in like wake up in that dream with like a bunch of people just staring down at her while she's in bed, and then they're looking at her because they want something from her. It's one of those things, cliche stories where it's like, oh, I can't move on until you help me like figure out how to pass on this message to so and so. It's one of those things, and like, oh my god, like I would hate. You ever see the Ghost Whisperer? Again, revealing my age here, but Ghost Whisperer, it was like early 2000. Jennifer Love Hewitt was like the main girl, and like she was that person, Whisperer, and she always had those. Like I, literally at the I didn't watch the series a lot, but like at the end of an episode, like when she did her job, another ghost will appear out of nowhere. Like she just wants to simply brush her teeth or take a piss, but then she opens the shower curtain and boom, there's a effing freaking whatever person there, and like if I was her, I'd be like, really, dude, really? Can I just please, like, in private, like really the bathroom, like rude, I would hate that. I would hate that so much. Morgan says, actually, Axel, you're right, anime ghost girls are worth it. Oh my god, yeah, see, ghost anime girls. Oh my god. Silly. Let me guess, Axel. Ghost anime girls with great ghost feet. You crazy son of a... No, I'm kidding. Joking. Axel says, but my family has had their fair share bit of paranormal activities. I knew it. I sensed it. You know what really freaks me out? Mimic? Oh my god, Mimic. At least claims that he can like sense things. I don't know if you're still here, Mimic, but I'm gonna tell them one of the stories where when Mimic was like younger, not too young, but like young, right? And he's like sleeping on his bed, right? And it's one of those things. Okay, I think all of you guys know what I'm talking about, but you know when somebody sits down at the foot of your bed, you feel the weight of the bed like go down a bit, like you feel the presence there. That happened to Mimic, and like I remember it like, at least he told me like it like really freaked him out. You know, so he gets stuff like that. There was, I don't know what other experiences he told me, but I remember it was like me, him, and a couple of friends were at like an Airbnb. Oh, one of those? Yeah, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so like Mimic and I and a bunch of other friends were at an Airbnb, right? And this was a couple of years ago. It was like some sort of like hangout, campy hangout. And there was at one point where I was alone, and then said like, "Oh, I actually heard somebody say something." And I'm like, what do you mean somebody? Like friends? And he's like, no, like something, like somebody. Like he actually said something in my ear while I was like, you know, preparing like preparing the pillows and blankets. And I'm like, why would you tell me that? Like we made a pact that you would not tell me those kind of stories. I told Mimic, like you ever sense crap? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it till I'm like way gone. Haunted Airbnb. I know it could be. Oh my god, I don't like the idea of like being guys. Do you guys believe in the whole? Who here has experienced crap? What is it called? Sleep paralysis. There you go. So for those of you who don't know what sleep paralysis is, it is when you are asleep and then suddenly you are awake. Except, oh dear, paralysis. Like you cannot move a muscle, not move at all. Some instances you feel like something is sitting on your chest, and that's why it's much harder to breathe. Even worse when you can see figures. Okay, so only you only happened one time. Was it a really bad experience, or was it just like chill, like got out of it after a minute? Once also for you, Sleepy? I'm curious. So not everybody has. So people can go their whole life without it. I don't think I've ever experienced it. I have one friend who constantly had it, and she had one of those experiences where she'll see figures. Yes, figures. And she had this one sleep paralysis moment where she saw a little boy with a blurry face constantly like rapidly moving furniture around her home. And I'm like, that's freaky. I don't like that. And it's just, it's haunting for her. She says she hates growing up with it because it's like, you know, she never got used to the idea of not being able to like move a muscle, but you know, still like have her eyes forced to be open. It's horrifying. I have other stories, but I don't even know if I want to say it. You know, probably not me because I sleep like a rock. Good for you, Morgan. Good for you. You know, Dafuk, Dafuk indeed. Dude says, pretty sure I saw something. I heard conversation in the living room. Woke up, saw my family were talking in the living room. Oh, I had another friend. Oh my god, I hate this. So you know the feeling of somebody like waving a hand at your face? You know, like they're not touching you, but they're waving a hand in your face. The whole like, ooh, not touching you kind of thing. I had one friend experience a sleep paralysis moment where she could not see, so her eyes were closed, but she could feel that her body couldn't move. She could feel some kid do that, and she heard the sound of a child's laughter. Then finally she broke out of the sleep paralysis, and she's like, what the gosh fudge was that? And she looked around her, and she was completely alone. Like there's stories like that, and there's, if you look it up, guys, if you look it up online, I'm sure there's multiple Reddit stories or whatever, like experiences of, you know, because sleep paralysis is it's as old as time, you know? It's been documented before. There's not a lot of like dream research out there anyway. Like definitely more than there was 10 years ago the last time I looked, but like, you know, it's not something that's always not much you can really like look into, I guess, you know? But yeah, so some people, some spiritual people have they kind of think that what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Oh my god, I had a brain fart for a second. Morgan says I even fall asleep in my office chair here. Good for you, Morgan. Good for you. You're safe. Okay, now that I know what I was gonna say. Some people actually have the belief that like having sleep paralysis is like a gateway to like the underworld or the other side. And I'm like, get the fudge out of here. I know I said I don't believe in that stuff, but I also tried to humble myself and think to myself, well, you know, there's so many things out there that humans thought was a myth and then was true. So I don't want to like speak out of my butt and say, yeah, this definitely doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Like I'm open. I'm skeptical, but I'm open. So, no, I do not believe is a gateway to the underworld or other side, but in the off chance it is, F that, because the fact that I can have sleep paralysis, I don't like that. And believe it or not, people can actually induce sleep paralysis into themselves. Don't ask me how, but it is possible. Look it up. I unfortunately know how to do that, and I am glad I bother with it. Dude says, has anyone here ever got those double wombo combo nightmares? It happens in the dream and wake up to something happening too that causes you to wake up. Magic, that's how. Oh my god. Okay, I have to reread that question actually. It happens in the dream and wake up to something happening too that causes you to wake up. Do you have an example? Because like I kind of feel like I had something like that, but like I feel like I need like a little bit of like an example. Alright, give me. I just want to drink some nice water. Oh, I love that. That's some good water. Good water. Ooh. You know what? And while I'm at it, I'm gonna eat a little bit of mac and cheese. Oh, hello, Space Cat. How are you? Happy Thursday evening. Thanks for coming to my stream. I'm doing a Q&A thing. So, by the way, if you haven't seen it, in the announcement section of my Discord server, I do have a telonym link there. So, telonym is like you don't need an account for it, but you can ask me any anonymous questions here and there if you want. And if you have already, I just want to let you guys know that link is always going to be active, and feel free to ask as many questions as you want, just as long as it's respectful. Anyways, let me just eat a cheese. Don't mind my cake model staring. Oh wow, my model didn't stare at you guys all creepy. Alright, well, guess I'm gonna proceed with the mac and cheese eating. That's good. So Lute says, so imagine this. You're in a room that's dark. Feel a presence behind you. Look back. Door slams shut, making the whole room instantly pitch black. Wake up with loud lightning from the thunderstorm. Oh my god, Lude, what the flip? Did you just write in my chat? Hold on. I need to read that again. That freaked me out a bit. Okay. You're in a room that's dark. Feel a presence behind you. Look back. Door slams shut, making the whole room instantly pitch black. You wake up with loud lightning from the thunderstorm. Maybe I have not experienced what you just said. Oh my god. You experienced that and it was so terrible? Oh my god, I feel so bad for you, Lude. Oh my god. If only my VTuber model could, like, give you a hug right now. Like, you poor boy. I had to do like a inside, like, double take at your message. Because I'm like, oh my god, you poor baby. Oh my god. I guess, you know, and I'm sure it's a lot scarier than you describe, but like I have very vivid imagination, so I was just imagining that as I like said it out loud. Sweating when you woke up. Oh no, and I felt so nauseous and wanted to vomit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you believe it? Do you guys believe in bad juju and spirits? You know, I kind of do believe in negative air. Like vibes. Like for example, one of my friends visited one house where it was like notorious for like, you know, like some murders or whatever. Don't ask me the context. This is like a long time ago. And it's one of those things where she could like feel like bad energy from the home, you know, like something really bad happened, you know. And again, I'm very 50-50. I'm skeptical on those kind of things, but it's like I believe it, you know. I kind of do, you know. Man, whew, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna let's move on. Moving on to the next questions. I mean, unless you guys want to like talk some more about it. Somebody asked me what my opinion on voice messages. Oh, interesting. I'm fine with voice messages. If you guys ever wanna, if you guys like aren't really like a DM kind of person and you wanna like send me a message, I'm too. I don't know if voice messages. I think voice messages can be sent in my server. It's not very often that I see them, but if you guys ever, you know, that's fine with me. Just as long as it's like a respectful voice message, you know. I think that goes without saying. Oh wow! Oh my god, this is a very interesting question here. Okay, I wasn't expecting this question. You guys ready for this? Somebody asked me thoughts on VTubers or YouTubers hiding their. Okay, actually, before I read that, let me actually read Mimics. I remember my family wanted to buy a house, so we went to this house because it was on sale, but man, everyone felt weirded out. The atmosphere in the house was creepy and felt watched. Didn't help. There was multiple crosses in each room, even outside. See, I don't like that. No. If you go into a home and there's like a bunch of crosses hanging, you know, get the F out. Somebody was trying to hide some shit. Somebody was trying to protect their family, you know? That what the heck? Where do I ask question? Oh, so if you go in Discord and Atlas Space Bakery and you click the announcement sections and you scroll up right above next Happy Halloween, there's a telonym link. And yeah, it's you don't have to create an account and you can ask me anything anonymously. That link will stay active. Oh, I like how I looked in general chat. I saw Morgan sent a picture. Oh my god. that's very helpful. Morgan says somebody was trying not to cross the streams. Okay, anyway, so the next question is thoughts on VTubers or YouTubers hiding their relationship status or being banned from being in a relationship. Wait, what? How would they be banned from being? Okay, I heard being single can be advantageous or more marketable, especially for VTubers. That's really interesting. That's a very interesting question. I'm very curious on who asked this, because I get the feeling whoever like asked this probably wants to hear like that, you know, a serious answer with that. And I mean, I think once this video becomes a VOD, I can always like copy and paste these and do like timestamps on them. Anyways, let me think about that for a second. Hiding no. I will say that there are a lot of VTubers and YouTubers who hide their relationship status, and if they do, I would believe that there is always a good reason for it. So some people do hide it because yes, it can be advantageous and more marketable. Because let's say you're the kind of YouTuber, you know, wants a bunch of simps, I guess, you know, and you want those simps to fantasize about you. It's a lot easier for the simps to fantasize about you if you're single. So yes, there's that. If you know, I'm not really into that idea, but if somebody here is, you know, to each their own, you know, do whatever you want. Axel says I'm a simp. I'm like, sin with pride, simp pride. But I know I met some VTubers who hide their relationship because they're worried that their boyfriends or girlfriends will be harassed by other people. And that's also a really good reason to hide your relationship status because, I mean, in general, me as a VTuber, I don't really talk too much. I talk about my IRL friends, but I don't dox my IRL friends either. Even though they're not VTubers, I try my best to not dox them because, like, hey, I'll never know if I have some random hater who wants to, like, bug the crap out of my friends too. Like, that's not fair. So that's pretty understandable. Morgan says, I wanted to keep it on the download, but my exes never got the memo. Yeah, you know, that's another thing. And that's one of those things for people to talk about it within our own relationship. Like, you know, if for boys and girls, if you're ever dating a VTuber and they want to hide you and then, like, it makes you like upset, like, you know, don't be afraid to voice out that it makes you upset. You know, like but you also have to like respect what they want, because chances are if the VTuber or YouTuber that you're dating is trying to hide the relationship from, like, you know, audience, I really doubt that it comes from a place of malice. Like I you know, I think I can't speak for all of them, but I want to assume that they have it in good mind to either want them to be marketable or they just simply want you to be safe. Space cats, sometimes they hide to protect their loved ones. Exactly, you got it. Sleepy says, probably understandable. VTuber crowd is similar to idol fans, and idols can be toxic if you find out their idol is dating someone. That is very true. I mean, you guys see it all the time. I'm not really big onto like celebrity stuff, but sometimes Facebook will feed random junk. Like, for example, like, you remember when Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber were like dating for a long time? God knows how long. I don't really care. But I'll be honest, I started caring because I voiced their names at least once, and now my Facebook algorithm gives me a bunch of videos. And so fast forward to the future, they're no longer dating, but he like married someone right after. He married like Hailey Bieber, like literally 2 months after on and off dating Selena Gomez for 10 years. And now Hailey Bieber gets like a crap ton of like death threats, you know, saying, ooh, Selena's always number one, you know? And it's like, bro, like, move on. They moved on, you should move on too. But the point is, like, isn't it so weird that like those are like all you know, that relationship was like so long time ago. Like the Justin and Hailey has been married for like years already, and people are still like gunning at her, you know, or, like, you know, crapping on her. So, you know, idol fans, VTuber fans, celebrities, there's always gonna be people who are just always have a damn opinion, you know. United States Postal Service, baby, oh my god. Justin Bieber reference, I just got that. Oh, well, hello there. Do I call you USPS? I'm Cake, by the way. Nice to meet you. Space Cat says, I don't show my face unless I have trust. That's very fair. Sarah says, can y'all hurry up? My package was supposed to be here today. Aww. Sleepy says, I don't understand why there are people that get so involved in celebrity relationships. I don't know either, but a part of me wants to, like, do some research on it. I'm actually genuinely curious. It's so goofy. No. Anyways. Sarah, we apologize. Your mail will be delivered within 6 to 9 business days. Oh no! Can you wait that long, Sarah? I'm kidding. Okay, so, what was I saying on that question? Yeah, so there's, what other reasons are there? Before I move on to the next question, I kind of want to, like, think more about that. By the way, USPS, welcome to the stream. My name is AtlasCake, but you can just call me Cake. Right now, I'm just doing like a chatting stream / Q&A. So like I do have a Discord server, and in the Discord server, it's open for anyone. It is 18 plus only though, and I have a telonym link there. And basically, anybody can ask me any anonymous questions, and you know, I'm answering them right now. But if anybody's question doesn't get answered tonight, you know, I plan to do much more of these, like, you know, like this later on, because, you know, I love chatting, it's just fun. You're impatient. Space Cat says, played Minecraft all day, worked on my realm. Ooh, I haven't played Minecraft in a while though. Let me see. Oh my god, I don't like the next question. Somebody asked what do I think are my greatest fears? Yee. Oh, is the Discord link broken? God damn, the Discord link is broken, isn't it? Okay. I don't know if it's here, but if one of my mods is here to like drop a link to the Discord, or I do have like my YouTube link as well. I think my Discord link is like working on my YouTube. If I'm not, oh my god, you guys already corrected me and like showed me like what was wrong last time, and I still forgot to correct that. But you know, again, thank you so much, chat, for informing me on my disgusting flaws. Okay, so my greatest fear, you know, it's funny because Cream actually gave me, Cream actually told me that I should, not talk about my fears to chat, Okay, chat, let me post link. Oh, wait, did I allow link to be? Oh, you can't. Yeah, I think only the mods can like put a link. But I can always do. Oh, okay. Thank you, Sleepy. Hold on. Maybe I could get the link. Okay, there we go. I asked tech support if they can post my link in chat. Link turned into a cat for some reason. I was a little curious on that. I'm like, does Sleepy like cats? I stuck it in the server. Oh, okay. Okay, so, but yeah, so Cream informed me to, like, never reveal my greatest fear, because, God forbid I have, like, or just, like, a silly prankster. Oh, thank you so much for that, Mimic. But God forbid I have some sort of hater out there, or a prankster, and they send me, like, pictures of my fears, like, I'm, like, screwed. But you know what? I'm just gonna say it. Guys, I am not, I'm not really the biggest fan of natural disaster. It actually like freaks me out. Like if I see, okay, it's cool. Like Mother Nature's cool, but it also like really deeply makes me feel like so much despair inside. Like I don't like the ideas of seeing like a giant mudslide and thinking about how it killed people. I don't like giant storms, hurricanes, tornadoes. Like, ugh, I just get like, it makes me angry, you know? Sleepy says, isn't your greatest fear sharks? I was gonna say that next. I also do not sharks, and in connection to that, I do not like the big deep blue sea. I do love hearing about like, you know, I like hearing about like animals and prehistoric creatures as well. Like I think learning about our oceans are pretty damn cool, but like sharks in general are just like, I don't know. I really hate how I fear-mongered myself. Everybody's like, oh yeah, the movie Jaws fear-mongered society into like fearing sharks, but it's not that big of a deal. But the thing is, I actually love the movie Jaws. In fact, I love the Jaws rides at Universal Studios before it was like, you know, closed down. I remember all 3 times that it's been switched around, you know, like update rides sometimes. Like I thought it was cool. But then I kept watching Shark Week and like fun facts about it to the point where it kept fear-mongering it for me, and then I suddenly found myself afraid of how they look. I just don't like it. I don't know why. Morgan says I've roasted my haters. I don't like to. I mean, I've been streaming for a while now, but I actually never came across like a big hater yet in chat. And I'm very grateful for that. I'm sure it'll happen eventually, but you know, thank God they can't post images of shit I don't like at least. Dude says, so a double-edged sword in a way. Cool to see it, but it's so terrifying. Yeah, right? Like, it's cool. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, fear is fun, so in the past, I've, like, looked at images of certain things, but I'll, like, have the screen far away from me. You know? Like, I've seen shark clips, but it's like, I'll have the screen far away from me because I feel uncomfortable with it showing to my face. Axel says, let's go deep sea diving, Cake. Oh, no, I'm good. No, I'm good. I have, you know what? Okay, here's the thing. I actually have a Jaws poster. Ooh, you hate me. What? What are you even responding? Axel's bipolar right now. I have done certain water activities when I was in the Philippines a long time ago. So I've went, what do you call that thing? The little... I went on a banana boat before. I've done the flying fish activity before. If it's kind of hard to describe what the flying fish is, but if you guys use the power of Google and look up flying fish, that crap is more intense than you think. Really hurt my back on that. So I've done those stuff because like my mom would force me, you know? Like, oh my god. Oh my god, I'm feeling stuffy all of a sudden. Morgan says, I haven't roasted anyone here yet. It's been rare, but you know, it was free reign for roast. And thank God for Quake that it hasn't been. It's treated me well so far. YouTube, I think, is more likely to come across haters. I've been having some VTuber friends that have been getting more haters on YouTube, actually. Shame on those people. But anyways, yep, that I would say that's my greatest fear. I think this one isn't like a fear, but this is something that does get to me. Accidental deaths. It makes me so effing angry. Like, it makes me, I'm afraid that one day a loved one of mine is gonna like die because of like the stupidest crap ever, you know? Like, for example, like you know, like somebody drops, I don't know, somebody drops like their phone off the Empire State Building and it happens to fall on someone, you know? It's like that, like crap like that, like actually pisses me the F off, because just to think that that didn't need to happen, there was no reason for that to happen, it was completely unavoidable, and then bam, it took somebody's life. Like stuff like that, like actually makes me curious and a little bit scared at the same time. So I hate series stories like that. I feel so much for that, you know, for those people. Axel says, I roast myself all the time. I just show up and I get roasted. Poor Axel. That is true. Morgan says, but as long as they don't meet their death like the health inspector in SpongeBob. Oh my god. But he didn't even die though. I'm shy so I don't hate. Aww. Oh no, I feel so stuffy for some reason. Okay, so... Oh, this one's a really good one. This is a really good question. So somebody is asking me, how do you combat burnout as a content creator? Ooh, God, that's a really heavy question. I don't even know if I should have read that out loud, because, Wait, what? I'm surprised he wasn't dead after being beaten later in the episode. Oh my god, yeah, the health inspector was beating the crap out of him. He was really heavily abused in that episode. I'm like, what the hell? That was like one of the golden episodes, the golden seasons of SpongeBob, when it was like really god funny, stupid. You know? Stupid funny. But funny in a good way. I don't mean stupid in a bad way. But anyways, so somebody says, like, how do you combat burnout as a content creator? Here's the thing, burnout can stem from a lot of things. So burnout could show up as like, oh, I'm so burnt out from the content I make, I don't like my content, like I'm bored of it. If that's the case, two things. Either you're genuinely bored of your content, then in that case you need to find a way to like try new things, you know, because when it comes to VTubing, people think that they need a niche right away and stick to that, but that's not true. You can do whatever you want and then niche down into something that you really like. You're like being a content creator, not a VTuber or YouTuber, like you're constantly learning about yourself, and people need to enjoy that journey. It's not just a stable thing. You gotta like grow, you know, within time. So, you know, a lot of the time people who have high expectations of their content and high expectations of how their growth projection will be, those are the people that tend to, you know, face burnout earlier than others. And so, you know, I don't have a clear-cut answer, but all I can say is that it takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of mental practice, emotional practice to like really like be happy with yourself. You know, in your private life, make sure that you're able to prioritize your health and, you know, how you schedule making content versus how you take care of yourself and other priorities. And, you know, like, you know, it's a pretty cliche answer, right? Everything in life is a balancing act. And so when it comes to content creation, don't compare yourself to others too much. That's another thing. Because that's not your journey. Get like stop it, you know. And I think some of you guys already know this advice, but you know, it's one of those things where sometimes we all need a bit of a reminder and somebody to like talk through it with us, I guess, you know. Like I think most of us kind of already know the answer to our questions, but it helps to like either hear from another person or practice hearing it over and over, like reminding yourself, hey, I'm doing this for fun, etc., right? And so that's one thing. Other people will have burnout because I guess I kind of mentioned this before, but like not expecting like the growth that, you know, you want. Like, yeah, followers are hard to get, subscribers are hard to get, everything is hard. But the thing is, it's supposed to be that's honestly supposed to be like the funnest part about being a content creator. Like there's a challenge and like how you can like make good content for people to be genuinely entertained by. So, you know, if you're slow at growth, like that's not the part where you're like, oh man, I need to throw in the towel, I don't want to, you know, I'm not good enough for this. Like that's not true. Like you started it for a reason. You started it because somewhere inside you thought that this could be fun, and it can be, you know. Fun is subjective though. Axel says, okay, I will give up on my career and stream to my 0 followers. I like your attitude. I'm kidding, don't do that. Hose towel. That's funny. Morgan says, I've had burnout a lot over the last almost 4 years of streaming, and I still keep pushing. And you know what? Good on you, mate. But here's the thing. Well, this is for everybody, but like anytime you have like a little gut feeling that like, oh my god, I need a break from content creation, I need a break from streaming, but I can't. No, do it. Take your break. Take your goddamn break. Don't think to a lot of content creators will have a kind of version of FOMO for their own content creation or their own community, and they'll think to themselves, oh, but if I'm away from my community too long, then I'm gonna lose them. And it's like, don't obsess over what your community is possibly doing. Like, let's say that you have a few regular names that always come into your chat no matter what, and you're very happy about it. And then there's a few streams where you notice that you see them less and less, or they're not there at all. Do not beat yourself up about it. Do not think to yourself, oh my god, they found someone more entertaining. Oh my god, they don't like me anymore. Like, listen, fam, the same way that you have a lot of crap going on in your life, they also have a lot of crap going on in their life too. You know, like, and there's so many fun activities in the world. Like, they're not always gonna be watching your streams all the time. So do not put, don't make it seem like, your stream is, lower your expectations. There we go. Oh my god, I'm getting so stuffy. Morgan says, I do take breaks though, even if my friends force me to take a break. Oh, well, you have some good friends at your back then. Mikoko says, bro, pick up that Nancy towel. Yeah, boy, pick it up. Also, hi, Cake. Hi, Mikoko, how are you? I finally respond to your message. Yay. But yeah, right now, welcome to stream. I'm just doing the telonym questions, the Q&A. If you haven't already, there is a telonym link in the chat or also in the announcements of my server, and that's when people can ask me some random questions. So right now, I'm just answering the question to how do you combat burnout as a content creator. It's kind of on a roll there when you think about it. I feel like I'm missing some stuff though. Axel says, you losing me, fam. This VTuber isn't streaming on weekends, SMH. Woo! Losing. I love that Mikoko just corrected you right after. Axel says, I have no expectations, not even in me. Oh my god. Okay, here's the thing. This music is too happy for me right now. Man, what else was I have to think, what else was I talking about? Just like combating burnout. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If you feel it in you to take a break, take that goddamn break. Like, here's the thing, like, people are always worried that they're gonna lose some audience if they take too long of a break, but then the truth is, like, I'll be really honest with you, maybe, they might, because if you're not, at a good routine, when people can expect when you're streaming, there's a bit of a possibility that people might forget. But here's the thing, here's why you shouldn't obsess over it either. Because your true fans will eventually come back to you, like, the algorithm works, that, like, you're still in their history, right? And their watch history. They most likely, if they're still, like, following you, subscribe to you, they will come back. So, like, do not fear people just leaving, leaving you as audience just because you were on some sort of hiatus. If you're on hiatus, or if you need a mental break from streaming, like, trust that gut in you that is thinking that you need that break, okay? Because, we gotta take care of ourselves before we take care of, VTubing career and chat, right? And I think, what's another thing? So this is the last thing I want to bring up. So, combating burnout as a content creator. If your burnout stems from, oh my god, I already lost it. Axel says, me being a fan of myself and I still lose that one fan. Oh my god, Axel! I don't know why that's funny. If I can pin that chat, that message is so funny. That's so depressing. Yeah, Coco's right. What was that? Oh my god, you like knocked me off my game. What was I gonna say? I did combating burnout as a content. Oh, here's another thing. If you look back, always look back at your content, okay? Like, look back on, like, really analyze what you're doing right and what you're analyzing what's, like, wrong. If people are, like, really into, like, the content, then make something similar the next time. And if you personally don't think you're entertaining, then how are other people gonna find you entertaining? There's another tricky thing. Like, exercise that confidence, you know what I mean? Because, like, Oh my god, the Maze Kid! Hey, AK! Okay, hello there. But anyways, yeah, so that's my answer for combating burnout as a content creator. Damn, Maze Kid, if you only showed up earlier, shame on you. No, I'm kidding. And then the next person asked me a question on any tips for beginning in YouTubing and streaming. Okay, so this one kind of ties into the last question I had, but just being as rational as you can when you're planning out your VTuber or your content creator debut. You know, like think about what kind of audience you want to reach. I have so many friends who are like, oh my god, my content isn't growing because all these like sexy Twitch streamers are like, you know, they're the ones who have it easy. All they have to do is be sexy and they got views. It's like, fam, why are you comparing yourself to a sexy streamer? You're not a sexy streamer, you know? Like, those sexy streamers are gunning for their audience. You're not competing with her in any way. Like, are you saying you want your audience to be the same ones? Like, no. So don't be a hater, you know? Don't be that person that like constantly compares yourself to that. If you truly want to grow as a content creator, think about your niche. So let's say your niche is mindfulness, mental health, you know, healthcare, right? Don't look at that trash content, okay? Look up content. Look up content creators that you personally admire, okay? And so let's say you want to make a video on like how to make rose. Let me think. Peach cake. Thank you, Sarah. Okay, so let's say you want to make content on how to exercise and diet, how to keep it in your routine. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna look up other YouTubers on how to exercise and diet, and you are gonna absorb the crap out of their content, and you're gonna think to yourself, that's really cool. But what if I add this? That's really cool. Let me do something like that. But let me combat what they said at like point number 3. I like this part of the content, but maybe if I can add to this and make it my own, you know? So I know that kind of sounds like, oh, Cake, are you telling to like steal other people's content? Like, no, not essentially. Anytime you're doing something informational, you should be citing your sources anyway. So, you know, look for that. People really come at you if you don't cite your sources. Same thing for artwork. If you want to showcase, artwork in the background, it's not yours, be sure to like give the proper credit, you know? And so yeah, so that's one tip for like beginning YouTubing, streaming, content creation, and all that. Another thing, so I guess in terms of like beginner tips for people getting into content creation is really know what you're doing in terms of like OBS, you know, setting up stream, chat, and all that. Now that was the hard part. I sadly am not the best educator to run people through on, you know, XYZ what to do, but there are so many sources, free sources on YouTube for you guys, so constantly look that up. You know, and there are other Discord communities where small content creators are trying to build themselves up, and then they'll have like their own Q&As and their own channels on how to help people. So look for those. Literally, with the power of Google, look up those Discord servers that are aimed to help other, you know, people. Sleepy Hazard says it's like homework, copy off the successful kid and change it a little. That's funny. That's true though, that is true. Dude says take inspiration from people creation. That's a big one. Yeah, for sure. And you know, let's say, oh, here's another thing. You're gonna be a VTuber, exercise supporting other VTubers, okay? And I'm not saying this because like, oh, hey guys, be sure to like network so you can market yourself better. Let's see if you can take their audience. Like, that's not what I mean. I mean, yes, hypothetically, yes, I guess that is one way to grow, but don't be that bad person. If you're gonna collab with someone or hang out with someone, like, do it with an actual, like, genuine intention to, like, you know, hang out with them, because at the end of the day, content creation and collabing, they're supposed to be fun, you you know? Like, it feels like there's homework because there's a lot of planning involved, but like, trust me, like, it should be fun. And don't force yourself to just collab with anybody who has a big following. See what their content is about, see what kind of games they play, see what kind of gamer they are, and see, you know, you can see if you vibe with them, just like that. You don't need to interview them, you don't need to, you know, game with them. You can like see how they are in their streams, like search before, you know, you collab with just about anybody, but never, you know, I mean, I won't say never. Don't go in with the intention of like just wanting to like, you know, take their ideas or take their audience, you know, like, yeah, that's a good one, Space Cat. Making more friends, you know. Oops, I actually went to chat. Say. Axel says, make sure to get a Blue Yeti mic. Cake wants to be sponsored by them with how much she sells it to everyone. Oh my god. I mean, Blue Yeti mic is pretty good, but even I struggle with my own audio qualities, as you guys see. Morgan says, took me 2 years to nail my OBS, and I thank Grug for a lot of help on it, especially the side ducking audio. Yeah, for sure. And also, it like really depends on your content too. If you're someone who's into like making music like Morgan, like audio is like definitely like, you know. So I know some of us are not the most techie people, or some of us might be slow learners. Heck, I am a slow learner when it comes to like the OBS setup, but just dedicate time to learning it and try not to, like, yes, ask questions to other people, but try not to, don't be too reliant on other people when it comes to setting up your stuff, because you want your friends to root for you, and your friends are gonna silently curse at you if you're too reliant on them in terms of how to set up OBS, how to set up YouTube, how to set up Kick, how to XYZ. So if you truly want to be a content creator, do your best to, you know, look at the, you know, research, you know, just do your research, fam. Ikoko says Axel wants to be a sexy streamer. Oh, he's desperate. Well, good luck with that, Axel. Axel says, I need all the networks. I can play anything. Please, someone here. I'm desperate. Oh, wow. I was about to say, oh no, why is Miko calling him desperate? Why are you roasting him? Then I realized he called himself desperate. If I must. Oh my god. Sleepy Hazard says promo code Cake Yeti. Oh my god. If only. Blue Yeti, send me more mics. Not that I need any more. Morgan says, I'm also addicted to making my own graphics, even if they look like an Aqua Teen Hunger Force episode. I wish I could make, what does that say? Something tier shows? Or is that like an acronym that I'm doofy brain about and I don't know? But yeah, I guess that's my answer for that question. One day, Cake sponsored Blue Yeti. This is all I'm gonna think of. Oh my god. Axel says, damn, Cake called me ugly in stream indirectly. Understandable. What? I said good luck. I didn't say good luck with the sexy streaming as in you need good luck. I'm saying good luck because content creation is so hard and people are at risk at burnout for it. I hope you don't get haters. Whew, easy save. Good job, Cake. Thank you, Cake. Oh, that's the acronym. Okay, Aqua Teen Hunger. Oh my god, Axel with the email. Okay, so I probably have like a billion tips for like stream. Again, like mirror people that you like, you know. But here's the thing. Don't completely copy them. So I mean, I know that's kind of obvious that I said it, but let me explain myself. So I have one friend who, a distant friend, you don't know them well, but they really like this one girl, and I don't think they wanna, how do I put this? They're a big fan of this streamer. However, their personalities are nothing alike. Like, the one girl is very like reserved, you know, shy, adorable. Meanwhile, the person that they're like really like fan of is this like big, badass, confident, like sexy streamer. Not sexy streamer like, you know, like they only do like sex stuff, but it's like, you know, they're just, their content's very different. And so I mean, I don't want to speak for everybody, but let's say like my friend, if my friend truly wants to do what, you know, her bae is doing, whatever her favorite streamer is doing, then, you know, that by all means go ahead and do it, right? But if you're somebody who is like, man, maybe I might need to change my personality to like become more likable, do not do that. Don't do that, fam. Be yourself. I know, very cliche answers and advice, right? Like, be yourself. Like, what the gosh F does that even mean? I don't even like myself. Well, here's the thing. Like, if you don't like yourself, I understand. Because I, too, live with a lot of self-deprecating, you know, attitudes and tendencies, right? But it's also my way of, like, you know, my dark humor stuff. And self-love is a journey, okay? Like, there are some days where I do love myself, and there are some days where I love myself a bit less and I want to, like, punch myself in the face, right? That's a lot of people. But for the people who really, absolutely do not love themselves at all, like, let me tell you, do not stream. Because when it comes to streaming and content creation, like, you guys are gonna come across so many haters, you know, eventually, and, like, you don't want them to, like, drag you down, make you have even more low self-esteem, or, you know, whatever. Like, don't, you know, don't... Oh, what am I trying to say? I mean, yeah, I feel like I don't even have to explain it that much. I think you guys already, like, got it, you know? Like, don't let other people, like, affect you that way, you know? Like, if you don't think you're entertaining and you're hoping to be entertaining, I understand the insecurity there, but, like, you have to understand that, like, when you're going into content creation, you can't just be like, oh, I'm looking for people to, like, maybe they can convince me I'm entertaining. Now, and I'm sure there's journeys like that too, but don't go into streaming with that attitude. Like, you have to exercise, like, your own journey of self-love and self-confidence and love for the content you're putting out there. Because, you know, how do you expect other people to, like, love your stuff if you don't even love it? You know, like, people aren't dumb. No matter how good of an actor you are, like, people will feel if you're not genuinely enjoying your own content, if you're not genuinely enjoying the audience, etc., etc. You know, I mean, I could be somewhat wrong in that, but, like, at least for the most part, like, you know, again, my advice is not a one note or it's all kind of thing. So just, you know, full disclaimer. A bit too late of a full disclaimer. I hope that, you know, helps. Space Cat says, sometimes I'll stream for many hours and no one shows, but that doesn't stop me. Good, and I like that attitude. And here's another thing. When people are beginners, there's going to be so many times where you're streaming a lot for like days to weeks to even months of, like, no one showing up, or at least no one consistently, or if they show up, it's like, you know, friends that you know, promoted to. And don't let it discourage you. Don't let it discourage you. And I know that's not really the best advice, because, like, let's be honest, things that I'm telling you are probably things that, like, you know, they're words, right? They doesn't go that far, but I'm just letting you guys know, a lot of YouTubing and content creation is it's a lot of work, it's a lot of practice. It looks very fun, and it is very fun, but I'll be real with you, there's a lot that can go wrong. There's a lot that we have to prepare for. That's why I'm saying, before you head on and jump into something that it looks fun, like, you know, do your research. I feel like that advice kind of goes for everything. Oh, you're really into horseback riding? You really want to get into horseback riding? Do the research. Like, you know, you might find out that you sign up for lessons, and then the moment you go on top of a horse, you're like, you have, like, crazy anxiety about how the horse will react, you know? Stuff like that. Like, at least try to know your best at what you're doing. And then as you keep trying, like, just, you know, work your way and see how you can better your content creation versus, you know, how the content creation is, like, affecting, you know, your life and your personal life, etc., etc., etc. A lot of things very well into that. But yeah. Axel says, let me change my personality to be more like Cake. That's creepy. Oh my god, you guys are so funny. You know, okay, I mean, this isn't, I'm not pushing something on you guys, but Axel and Mikoko, if you guys ever become, like, a streamer duo, I just want to let you know, there are people who do that. There are people who like, stream as a duo, you know, and sometimes it's, or even as, like, twins, or even as, like, a couple, like, that is marketable, just letting you know there. It's very fun. Morgan says, myself leans towards Punk and Dead Goth Bride. Ooh. Coco says, be yourself. Axel says, yeah, you're right. That's why I don't love myself. Oh my god. Poor boy. Yeah, and guys, if you feel like you really don't love yourself, therapy. Yeah, you guys already know. Okay, so, I mean, again, I might have more advice, but for now, I'll have like a separate video for it, but on to the next question. So this is a silly, quirky question. Apparently someone wrote, hey, why did you choose cake as your name? Why not pancakes or some other dessert item? Is there a reason why it's specifically cake? I have like very... I can think of like one or two people who might have asked me this question, but I'm not gonna out them. Not that it's bad to like give this question. It's a cute question, but like, you know, I'm feeling the personality out of this question, you know? I think the best thing I can say is that I just simply like cake. I mean, first of all, it's easy to say, cake. It's delicious, cake. It's cute, cake. It's one syllable, you know? Cake. Sleepy says Atlas French toast. Oh wow, that's really cute actually. Damn it! No, I'm kidding. I still like AtlasCake. I thought about Atlas Cookie at one point, and then I'm like, I think what did I do? Oh, but cake is like soft and ooh, okay. If I start talking about it, I'm gonna get fat just talking about it. Atlas waffle. Oh, okay, I'm not the biggest waffle pancake person in the world, I'll be honest. But Atlas waffle, I actually don't think would be a good game because then people are gonna like make fun of me and say jokes like, oh my god, Atlas blue waffle. So what blue waffle is, right? Look it up. JK, don't look it up. I'm nice. Don't look it up. This is one of those things. But yeah, other dessert items, yeah, I guess I just thought about that. Is there a reason why it's specifically cake? Honestly, I have a reason why I like the name Atlas. I'm not gonna share it right now, though, because that's a big one. But cake, I just simply like cake. I'm a fat ass for sweets. Sleepy looks it up. No! Yeah, don't look it up. Okay, so somebody asked me, what was the first game you ever played? That one, I think, if my memory serves me right, I think that the first legitimate game I might have played and remembered is Sonic Adventure, hence why it has such a special place in my heart. The first game that I ever beat from start to finish without the help of my siblings, it's Toy Story 2 on the PS1. Other mentions of first games I played was probably Bust-A-Groove on the PlayStation, Parappa the Rappa. What else? I think that's... I know I had like a lot of Sega collection games on the Dreamcast, but I guess that was probably like my first game. Okay, so this is a cute question. So somebody asked me, who do you talk to when you're down? Ooh, Atlas Sonic? Oh my god, no Atlas Sonic. I'm a Sonic fan, but I don't want to go as far to saying I'm like a big Sonic fan. There's a many titles that I have not played, so I don't actually like to market that like, oh, I'm a big Sonic fan, because then people are gonna be like, oh yeah, what did you think about this game? Then I'll be like, but I didn't. Hey Frosty, Mr. Frosty says, hey, what's a cheat code for a video game you'll never forget? Oh man, I don't really use cheat codes actually. That's a really good question though. That's a question I gotta ask my brothers, because you know, I grew up around the cheat code era, but it's like I don't think I ever like played a game that like needed them. I'm curious, like what's your answer, Mr. Frosty? Now I'm curious on that. Sleepy says I miss cheat codes. I think it's so interesting that Mimic says Moon Jump GTA Vice City Boys. Oh my god. Kids these days don't have to grow up with the cheat code. Do you remember like how like those like yearly like cheat code books come out? Those are, oh my god, just the idea of those existing, like, oh my god, really reveals our age, huh? Oh my god, there's one. Mr. Frosty says there's one from like Twisted Metal 2 that I'll never forget. Twisted Metal 2. I want to look that up. Why? But what is the twist? What is the... Oh, this game! On the PlayStation! Wow! You know, I remember, So if you played, hold on, what was the game again? Let me do a little bit of Googling. 1 sec. Oh my god, why is Cream on my shoulder? Get off, Cream. Oh god, I still need to change my item toggles for that. For some reason, Cream was on my shoulder again. She is. Hello, little Cream, get out. Okay. Sorry guys, I was just looking at something. So... Anyways, yeah, no, I didn't grow up with a lot of cheats. I remember like cheats were important to my brother, but they weren't important. I kinda and like I always thought it was goofy to like buy a whole cheat book and then it has like a cheats for like a bunch of games, but in reality we probably only so it's like, you know. Man, back then when we didn't, you know, stop to think to like look it up and stuff. I remember there was one, this was not really like a cheat code, but like anybody who played like the first I think it was like the first Metal Gear Solid game, right? Where it's like you know, at like one of the last like boss battles where, you know, you're fighting yourself, but like every time you punch, he punches, and you're like, well, how the fuck do I beat this boss? It does the same exact thing that I'm doing. And like I remember like you have like if you look it up, like you literally have to like switch your controller plug to like the second you know, bot. Am I saying that right? And then like that's how he stops copying you, and then finally you can win. Like that's one cool thing in gaming history. That's about like one of the only things I can think of. Not really a cheat code, but like I remember that's pretty. Mikoko, that's actually a good one. Motherload on Sims. I completely forgot. Yeah, I guess that's okay. In that case, I can probably think about a bunch of like Sims cheat codes. There's BB dot move objects so that you can move it in places where like the game normally wouldn't let you. Dot show hidden objects. That way, I think in the search bar you can find like other objects that you're missing. I forgot. And then there's like enable free build. So if you do the bb.enable free build, that one's like you can build on like even like other people's homes even if you don't own it. Yeah, those are about like the only codes I can think of. But those are I know not all of you are like Sims kind of people, but you know, I haven't Sims in a while. Sims stream one of this time things. The reason why I don't do a Sims stream is because I have so many damn mods and a lot of them get updated, a lot of them don't, and so if I were to open my game that hasn't opened in a long time, I'll just like see all of my characters bald, and I'm really upset that they're all bald. Mr. Frosty says I have a cousin who would tear cheat code pages out of magazines at the grocery store. Oh my god, that's so silly. I don't know why that like. So I know that's like not good, but something about that's just a little that game must have been so important to your cousin, Mr. Frosty, for just rip out the cheat code pages out. Welcome back, Axel. So the next question, ooh, I'm not really into this question that much. And I don't mean that as a disrespect for the person asking that question. Somebody asked me what my zodiac sign is, and I'm not a big zodiac person. I was when I was a kid, because let's be honest, all of us like to Google stuff about ourselves. Fucking self-absorbed as a child, and so like, oh my god, I'm a Libra. Libras are creative. Oh my god, I'm creative. It's like, wow, big whoop. But you know, it's like I'm not the biggest on zodiac signs, but you know, for context, I am a Libra. That is not why I have the Libra symbol tattooed to my arm. The reason why I have the scales on my arm is just because, you know, it's just a symbol for like balance. So that's the weird coincidence. Mooney Thorns says, oh my god, you just said it last stream, Scorpio. You know, yeah, here's the thing, like, a zodiac is people judging people of zodiac signs. That's literally birthday racism. I'm gonna say right there, birthday racism, you bastards. Don't do that. Mr. Frosty says, lol, he did what he felt needed to be done and I reaped the benefits. Wow, he really took one for the team. Coco says, ain't always accurate. Yeah, that's true. It's not always accurate. And so, like, what me and my siblings always do, we always do, like, something, like, we always, like, make fun of, like, zodiac signs. Like, oh, I'm a Capricorn, so I don't like when I'm disrespected. It's like, bitch, nobody likes being disrespected. Like, what the fuck? Unless you got a shame kink or something, you know? Axel. JK, not you, Axel. Axel says, up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. Best cheat code? I don't know what that's referencing. Unless you just randomly put a bunch of stuff down. Anyways, yeah, I'm a Libra. You know what? Why not look up traits of Libras? Let's look at that. Indecisive. Oh crap, yeah, I can be indecisive. Balanced. Oh yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm pretty well balanced. Good listener. Oh, I think I am kind of a listener. Diplomatic. Yeah, no, actually, yeah, I like to say that I'm good at tactful when it comes to, like, you know, conversation. Charming. I've been told that I'm charming, and I honestly think it's the best compliment ever. I think, especially when it comes from someone who, like, you respect. Spontaneous and I can be spontaneous and fun, I guess. Clever. I have clever moments, but let's be honest, like, you know, everybody in chat is clever. Optimistic. Ooh, this is where they failed me. Fuck you, zodiac sign. Mikoko says my personality does not really match my zodiac sign. What's your zodiac sign, Mikoko? Now I'm curious. Axel says not a true gamer. It's a mage cake. Oh well. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm not a gamer because apparently I like long showers. That was the Konami cake? Okay. Well, that's great, but no, she's an angry girl. From Nest Contra? Oh. Well, somebody in chat doesn't shower. I'm kidding. Not everyone else. Okay. Well, anyways, but yeah, no, I'm not big on signs. I'm sorry, Mikoko. I don't know what that sign is. Is that like an Aries or something? Is that the goat thing? Oh, it's an Aries. Okay, so I was right. Okay. So yeah, I don't really have to look up Aries traits because here's a really stupid childhood confession. When I was like really young, I had a big crush on a guy and he was an Aries, so I would Google so many stupid crap like Libra and Aries compatibility. Will it exist? And like I always get half and half crap on that. It's like yes and no. No, because like Libra is like, you know, a peacemaker. Aries is like kind of like too stubborn and opinionated. However, Libra is like fun, spontaneous, and supportive and will give really good ideas to Aries, while Aries is like, I don't know. I forgot. That's why it was like half and half. It said something to do with Aries being toxic or something. Not speaking for all Aries. Also, again, not into the whole birthday racism. I don't like the idea of like people like, you know, assuming like, oh, so you're a Scorpio, you must be this. Like, F that, bro. But again, like this only talked about Aries. Apparently Aries men are different from Aries women, you know? So, whatever. But yeah, Aries, they're like competitive. I don't know, I always got the impression that like Aries were like, when I was a kid, they came across as like kind of like, it had some toxic traits. Let's be honest. Every kind of person has some toxic traits, but I don't think that's you at all, Mikoko. You are definitely far from competitive, toxic, you know, stubborn, you know. Well, then again, like I feel I have to like really, really get to know you before I just, you know, slap that onto you, you know. I'm not 100% sure. Axel says everyone always forgets my B-Day month sign. I forgot what yours is. Oh, hi Shazina, how are you? Oh shoot, you just get to affiliate. Oh yeah, I did. Not this stream though. That was last week. But yeah, I did. I did. Congrats. Thank you so much. Says, wow, exactly. Maybe I'm a little stubborn. I mean, maybe some people are stubborn in certain subjects. Honestly, there's also that. Or sometimes I know one person, was one girl, it's like, she had stubborn moments, but I didn't really think she was a stubborn person. But she dated a guy who kind of like gaslit her into thinking she was like majorly stubborn, and so sometimes I don't know, that's a little bit of a, I don't know, wayward. Although there are some people where like if you know, they're like definitely stubborn. Axel is a fish. So what is that? The Pisces? The Pisces is the fish. That's like a water sign, right? I don't know anything about water signs. To be honest. Again, I don't know too much about I can't even spell Pisces. What the Pisces? Okay, there we go. What is the Pisces sign? Axel says, yeah, the sign everyone forgets all the time. Really? I didn't know that. Okay, well apparently you're quote-unquote adaptable, intuitive, empathetic, escapist, lazy. Uh-oh, somebody's lazy. Generous, imaginative, closed off, and again, very, very general words. But yeah, fuck your birthday racism. I'm not talking about anybody here. What is next? Opinion. Okay, so somebody asked me what my opinion on tattoos is. See, that's a really funny question because you can see there's literally like a tattoo on my arm, and I actually do have that exact tattoo on myself on my arm. I had a phase in college where I really loved tattoos. Like tattoo art on people is like they just look cool. But I'll admit there are some tattoos that look really like strange on. To judge, but you know, this is like really sad, but a part of me does regret the tattoo I got, just because like I was dumb, so I did want a tattoo, but I wanted like a small one, and so when I gave the picture to my tattoo artist on what I wanted, they're like, oh, if you want to fit like the nice rose details inside, it needs to be like bigger, you know, and I'm like, oh, I mean, I guess I can go. And then I realized if it was so big, it wouldn't make sense for it to like be on like back, you know? Like I wanted to add something that like showed more, you know? And so that's when I was convinced on the day of by the tattoo artist to have the tattoo. Originally it was gonna be small on my back, but now it's like big on my arm, and that's like, oh my god, like, yes, I was over 18 when I got my tattoo, but boy was I stupid, because I ended up regretting it, actually. There are some times where I have like love-hate relationships with my tattoo, is because like I do like the design, but other times I think to myself, I really wish I didn't get something like on my forearm, because I kind of want, I occasionally I do like hidden in like a clean look, you know, like if I have like my wedding day and I'm wearing sleeveless, like I don't actually want like my to be like, fuck is that tattoo? I don't want that. I mean, it's not even just about like what other people think. I also genuinely want in present day would like a okay, somebody asked me, do I have plans for the weekend? See that. Somebody asked me this like 2 weeks ago or like a week ago, so now I'm like, oopsie. I didn't get to. Axel says God will judge the tattoo. Okay. What am I doing this weekend? Good question. What am I doing this weekend? Do I have anything? I don't think I have anything big for Friday. This is kind of. Oh, by the way, Axel, did you still want to go to the cafe on? Did you mean any Friday, or did you mean this specific Friday? That's really how well you're able to like get me cocoa, or if that's too last minute, like, you know, no worries. Just a bit. I'm be honest, it's been a while since I've been in a cafe, so I might actually go tomorrow anyway. Oh my god, what is this question? No, I'm not gonna answer that. I'm not gonna say what it is. But anyways, for anybody who just joined chat for context, if you guys see in announcements underneath my server, so above the Happy Halloween little gift, there is a link to Tellonyms. So Tellonym is an app where you can, or a website that you can just ask me any questions you want. So yeah, I'm supposed to say the question, coward. No, there's a reason why, so don't put. Now I'm curious. Okay, yeah, I know it's fair. Access is another Friday lol when I can plan it when we sleep over. You should sleep over every day. So, let's see. So I actually skipped a bunch of. Oh, I actually didn't even answer this question. So somebody asked me, who do you talk to when you're down? That's a really good question. So you I get home early from work on Friday, so it can be possible to meet on a Friday. Ooh, okay, that's nice. That's nice. That's good to know. But yeah, you know, I know you guys. I know I shouldn't really be asking last minute plans, but as you can see, I'll do it anyways, the off chance that someone is free. Oh, this song is a banger. Yeah, I really like this song. It's called "Wandering Light." But anyways, oh, unless the chat was delayed and you meant a different song, but I don't know the song before. I'm sorry. Axo says, "Hey yo, Frosty, hello from the other side." Oh my god, he's Adele now. I saw the YouTube chat. Yeah. Anyway, so who do I talk to when you're down? So I have about. Oh no, this one. Okay, that's good. That's good. I have about 3 to 4 best friends, like best friends ever. My number 1 best friend, his name is Nelson. He was actually in chat at one point, a long time ago. Is gonna be a YouTuber or like trying to do like content creation in terms of like I guess like his journey with his autoimmune disease. He's an awesome guy. But yeah, I think him and my other best friend Sartini are kind of like my best friend soulmates in terms of like it's not very often that I turn to somebody for comfort, but in times of like emergency where like I really need someone to talk to, like I always switch between those two. I always like, you know, I almost like, you know, for some, because they're not just people who will tell me things that I want to hear. I like it when people tell me things that's like, you know, it's very important for my growth. It might be harsh, but I need to hear it. Or like, you know, I trust that my friends are the kind of people speak without too strong of a bias. Of course, you know, nobody's perfect. They're not always perfect, and you know, the advice that they give. But for the most part, like they're the most respectful and trustworthy people I have in my life. A close third would be Mimic, of course. He's also, I think you guys can already tell, he's also like one of my best friends. He lives much closer to me, obviously, than, you know, my other friends. It's cool. And I guess one of my other best friends is one of my college best friends, but I don't really talk to her. Well, she's still up there, but you know, I would say I have at least like top 2.5 people that like I can always like count on, you know. By the way, I'm itching my nose, so if you're wondering why I'm stuck and I was staring into this. But yeah, that's really it. Ooh, okay, if you guys don't mind, I am just gonna take a little sippy break. God, that is so creepy. I saw my model like accurately like take a sip for a water bottle, and then I just snapped back, just like look at you guys. Sorry about that. Sorry if that creeps out anybody. But yeah, by the way, okay, so I'm still very much new to the idea of like pick affiliate, but like what? I should have did my research. I like how I was giving advice about like YouTuber content, but I never really stopped to like do much research on my own in terms of like Kick, because I kind of just wanted to stream here for funsies, but you know, apparently I reached affiliate, and that's pretty cool. Like I don't actually know like what are the perks, like, you know, like you guys are like that, like they're like what can I give for like, you know, subs and stuff. Oh, Chill Apple just followed the channel. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, I was just asking, like, this is my first time, so, you know, if, I don't know if you guys, like, know, you know, if for anybody who is Kick affiliate, like, what are, like, the benefits that you can give to, like, your subscribers? So Morgan says you can get paid from the subs you get. See, that's really nice. I really like the idea of it. I mean, let's be honest, who doesn't? And somebody who's actually in a financial pickle, that's nice. But like, I guess my question is like, what can I do for you guys? I guess like, what can I do for like my like subscribers? Okay, so badges and sub emotes. Okay, well, I don't know why my VTuber model was tweaking out. But hello, Chili Apple. My name is AtlasCake, but you can just call me Cake. I usually stream on Thursdays and Monday nights, and yeah, right now I'm just having a just chatting stream. I was just I do have a Discord, and it's open for anybody as long as it's 18 plus. Stream more that we would like. Aw, Virulent? Did I say that right? I'm sorry if I didn't. I'm very sorry if I'm like mispronouncing any of your names, but hello there. But yeah, I was just asking my chat like what else like I could for, you know, subscribers, because this is my first. I guess this is actually my second stream being Kick affiliate, and so like I never like I still find myself relatively new to Kick, so I'm like I was just wondering. Oh, I said it just fine. Okay, good. That's good to know. But anyways, yeah, so I was answering questions on my telonym. So if anybody is interested in asking me like questions in general, underneath the telonym link, you don't have to create an account. You can ask me anything anonymously. Oh, the second part, waif. Is it waif or wife? Waif. Virulent waif. Virulent wife. Waif or wife? First or second? Oh, thank you so much for following. Thank you. Oh my god, my nose is itching so much right now. So again, sorry if my model is tweaking out a bunch. It's because my hand is literally like rubbing my face. Like, what's going on there? Anyways, okay, I'm actually gonna move on to the next question. Ah, wrong spam emote. What is that? I noticed that there are sometimes when I'm like on other people's streams, I don't always get to like use other emotes. I don't know if that's like a glitch on Kick's part, you know, Kick is still in beta, or if that's like, you know, they set it that way so that you can use outside emotes. But I love it when people use like outside emotes. I actually enjoy like looking at it. Speaking of which, you guys are reminding me, I should update my emote systems. I should use more of that. Let me go back to my handy. So somebody, okay, so I actually do have some deep questions. So the next question on my telonym is, are you close with your family? So that one's a really good one. You know, it's interesting because like on an outside perspective, when people see me interact with my family, I appear like I'm close because we're always like buddy, we're always talking, we're like laughing, we also occasionally have some like each other. But I'll be honest, I'm not as close as I can be. Like so when I was younger, my dad did actually like suffer from like subarachnoid hemorrhage. He had a stroke at one point, and it was really hard for my family to deal with because that was such an awful illness that my dad obtained that he was actually supposed to die from it. But instead, he was blessed with a second chance of life. However, it wasn't the life that any of us would expect. He actually ended up getting paralyzed. Body. My English is so good right now. That's how can you tell I'm like awake today. But like, yeah, he ended up getting some, paralysis, and he did have global aphasia. So his speech skills and comprehension just were not what they used to. So it was its own kind of grieving process, having to learn how to be like a son and caregiver at like such a young age. 13 or 14 when that happened, and around that time, like, you would think that struggles kind of push your family closer together. And I'll be honest, I think my family, it was such a dark time, we're not actually as close as I would like to be. Unfortunately, some like I don't know, kind of like distancing kind of ended up like distancing from each other, but like on an emotional level, not even like a physical level. But now that like most of my siblings, I mean all my siblings, all of us are like adults, and we all live in different areas. It's like we're not really, unfortunately, we're not like the kind of siblings who like text like, hey, how's it going? Like, what's up? We're kind of just like, hey, like mom wants you to come down to like so and so for this, and that's really it. And then we coordinate for like gifts. So it's like, are we close? We do have good conversation with each other, but unfortunately, I'm not like close, I grew up. I want to say that I grew up really close to them. Like especially being like the youngest child out of like 3, especially as the youngest child, like I feel like a lot of youngest children, because they get like spoiled, like being like a center of attention at one point. It's like that's unfortunately I had to like I guess it was like a different kind of hard on me when like my family wasn't as close, I guess. So Morgan says, I know if you sub to the person you watch, you can use the emotes anywhere. Oh, is that true? Wait, that's so cool. Okay. Oh, now I feel like, ooh, I should put instead. Anyways, so yeah, that's my answer. Axel says, Cake, I'm gonna go to sleep tomorrow, Friday, last day of work. Take care and have fun. Was a fun stream. Don't forget, guys, to join the Discord. Aw, thanks, Axel. Thank you for going. Yeah, there is a Discord server. I don't think the link works here, but I think the link does work on the YouTube, and I know Mimic and Chad posted it earlier. Anyways, thank you so much, Axel, for coming by. That was really fun. And yeah, we definitely gotta like plan the game and hang out more. Have a good night. Have a happy Friday. Oh, it's not Friday. Have a good night. I'm just gonna stop there. Get out of my chat before I lose more of my English skills. Orion says, for example, Luna's here. Oh, okay. Lethal Company, we need to play, but I really want to play Lethal Company. I was actually seeing Eludely Gamer play it recently. Wow, it looks so fun. It looks so goofy. Okay, bye. Yeah, goodbye. Go have your sleep. You deserve some sleep. There he is. There's Eludely Gamer. If you guys aren't already, follow this guy. He's pretty new. He also has a YouTube channel as well. Oh, you're making a script about it? Dope. Oh, I'm so excited to see that. I respect to my content creators who make scripts and skits. I think that's so cool. It's Game of the Year? What? That's crazy. Love it. So fun. I need a I really do need to play it before all my friends who have it are suddenly like burned out of it. I'm like worried that like by the time I can play it, people are like, that was yesterday's news. No need to plug me in, Cake. No, it's fine. It really does look fun. Axel says it's not Game of the Year, but I think it's Game of the Year. Okay, dope, good enough. Oh, it's 4 players? Oh, okay. That's good. I wish it was more. But that's fine, that's standard. Anyways, what's the next question? What is the next question? Oh my god, every time I open the Telonym website, it actually like finds me. But yeah, I didn't even fully answer the question with the plans for the week. I guess my plans is probably to like work on some VTuber stuff as well. I haven't posted much like YouTube shorts in a while, but I do want to. The thing is, it takes me so long to edit. I'm not by all means poopy editor. No, I use like really baby apps for that. Lude says, let's not bring up Lethal Company. I'm resisting the urge to open the game instead of making the script. Oh my god. Okay. I'm letting motivate you. Work on the script. Go. Oh, oops, my showing. God damn it. Good enough. Okay, so this is actually a really funny question. Somebody in Telonym asked me, what would you do if someone asked you on a date? That's kind of funny. No, don't leave, Lude. No, I'm kidding. I mean, if you have to work on it, you know, I understand. But anyways, back to the question. What would you do if someone asked you on a date? That's really funny. It just depends on who, you know? I feel like that, you know. Well then again, okay, somebody just asked me right after, you looking for a relationship now and why? So I'm like curious if like those two questions, since they were asked after one after the other, they're from the same person. I have to think about that. I actually have to think about that. I'm the kind of person who likes to say yes, even if I don't think I'm gonna hit it off with a person, because I try to think to myself, hey, don't judge a book by its cover. Like, you'll never know what sparks thought, and you'll never know if like maybe it's making a friend out of it. So, you know, I'm usually the kind of person who was like, wants to be like game, you know, about everything, you know? But, you know, unless somebody's like really repulsively someone who I wouldn't date, you know, like a really giant fat ego and not even well kept looking. Then in that case, I would not even do it. You know? I would not even do that for like a fun story. Something fun about sitting across somebody who doesn't know basic height. You know? I remember I had one doofy date where the guy was really sweet, but unfortunately he did not know how to use utensils. Like, for example, when we were eating, he would like scoop some food onto his spoon. Like, he would use his pointer finger to like scoop food onto his spoon and then like bring it to his mouth, and I'll be like, there's a fork over there, by the way. And then he's like, oh yeah, totally. And then he'll like use the fork, right? And then like a few spoonfuls of like food later, he'll do it again. I'll literally see him using his finger on the spoon, and I'll be like, tee, oh my god, you forgot you had a fork, you know? It's like, I don't like when people like use their hands. I understand finger foods, like, you know, like French fries or nuggets, but it's not my favorite thing when people pick up food with their hands. A little bit of a pet peeve of mine, especially when it was something as messy as the food that he was eating and the sauce on it and all. But yeah, I like how that's how I answered my question. It kind of just went on a tangent. In terms of looking for a relationship right now and why, that's a really heavy question. Because you know what? Here's the thing. I'm gonna say, I think I'm just gonna answer that with something vague, with I like how life is right now. Because, and I'm the kind of person who I don't, at least right now in like my adult age, I like the idea of being in a relationship with someone who's like all game, all 100% commitment, like definitely has ambitions and plans for the future, you know? And so like if I'm looking for that kind, I'm not actively looking for a relationship like that, but I am answering the question by saying that is, you know, that's what I like, you know? And I understand not everyone my age is like, you know, wants to, you know, date for like relationship and commitment into possible marriage, you know. But, you know, if I were to actively look for a relationship, like I am, I guess at that point where I'm like, I don't want to like actually like have like a nice long-term thing. So, you know, so am I looking? Like, no, not really. Yeah, honestly, like it's also a bit hard for me to like, you know, think about opening myself up to like a really eventful relationship, because I'm the kind of person who does like to go out, eat out a lot, go to events, go to like couples things. But the thing is, like, I am in such a financial struggle right now. Being in a relationship, you know, having money for all that stuff. And I know you can always be like a low-key couple that just like goes out for like cheap McDonald's or just cooks at home. That's still romantic too. But again, like, you know, I'm just like, I'm just speaking for myself. I'm like, hey, let's go see the city lights. Let's go to this fun, you know, festive event, you know. But, you know, of course, relationship can still be good even if I don't go to those things. But again, I'm just saying, I'm just answering the question in terms of if I'm actively looking, you know. Morgan says, I'm the same too, Cake. I'm 22, still got my friends, finally getting someone here. Still got a job that I'm good at. Life ain't shit for once. Shake for once. Minus the damn booster shot. Aw, that'll pass. But yeah, I guess I answered that question. But yeah, so there are a few questions, although I'll be honest, I think I am slowly and surely fading away. I am tired tonight, but this was I really enjoyed the stream. I actually really enjoyed answering all these questions. So you guys, thank you guys so much for the people who participated, and for the people who want to participate, and for the people like just participated like on day of. Like, thank you so much for this. This was really fun there. And oh, hello, Nasya Adira. Did I say that name right? I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry if I mispronounce names. Well, hello there to you too. My name is AtlasCake, but you can just call me Cake. Oh, so sad. I was just about to end stream here, but essentially I did a just chatting, chill Q&A stream where, you know, people ask me questions. And again, for those of you who just came in or, you know, haven't heard, been 2 over hours already. Yeah, it has been. That is true. Yeah. And so again, the Discord link, you know, is open, 18 plus only. And yeah, and if you're not in the Discord server, again, the telonym link is still there. I still plan to keep it active. Please ask me anything deep, dark, personal. You know, I won't get offended unless it's like really horribly like weird, like it's like sexy underwear do you want to wear like right now, like that's weird. I mean, I'll be honest, like if you ask me what color, I'll probably answer. It's most likely black. But you know, okay, anyways, off that tangent. Jesus Christ, Cake, stop it. Oh, you're from Indonesia? Hey, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Dude says, Cake, please let me know for Lethal Company. Yeah, of course. Oh, that's so hard. I have to. Well, it is coming the weekend and Friday. Ooh. Well, what days are you normally? You might have to like. You might have to send me like a DM because I'll forget, to be honest. Yeah, like just send me what your usual availability is, and I'll try to see. Sometimes I have some plans this weekend, but I kind of forget. God, my VTuber eye keeps twitching for some reason. Just ignore that, everybody. Just ignore that. But anyways, yeah. So that again, you know, God, you can really tell. Oh, you're not in the Discord. Wait, where link? There's I think all the way up. Yeah. I guess Mimic put. Oh, here's the copy and then paste. There we go. I think I pasted it. There we go. Hopefully that works. Let me know if it doesn't work. But that's the Discord server right there. And also for those of you on YouTube, actually I should put your name too. It's not often that I like manage my. I'm gonna put it right here. Came here because you were bored. Hello, bored. I'm Cake. But yeah, don't feel obligated to join if you don't want, or you just met me or anything. But my Discord link is open for anybody. My community is still small there, but it's slowly but surely growing. I can honestly speak for everyone that everybody is a very sweet, nice, sociable person, and there's a couple of other VTuber streamers there as well. And yeah, and so if anyone on Cake or on YouTube is wondering like who I'm talking to on my chat, like I multi-stream, by the way. I'm also on Cake and YouTube, so that's what I'm answering to. But yeah, oh my god, my brain is so like boggled. Give me a freaking word. Oh my god. Anyways, yep, that's really it. So I am gonna wrap up stream here before I forget how to use my brain cells. Wait, let me. Oh, sadly, I do not speak Indonesian. I can only speak English. I do know a few Tagalog words. I do know a few Spanish words. I do know some ASL. That's American Sign Language. Actually, I'm not very fluent in other. So honestly, that would be wonderful. I did take Spanish. Oh, I know some French too, actually. I took Spanish class, or I took French class in my high school years. Okay, god damn it, Cake. Rambling too much. Anyways, thank you again for the stream, you guys. Again, I stream every Monday and Thursday evenings. 9 or 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, see you guys later. Have a good one. Oh, and thank you so much. Thank you so much, Morgan, for all the sub stuff. Thank you. There it is. Okay, now goodbye.